Hey everybody, welcome back to The Practice. Unfortunately for you, I am alone today. I am by myself, but we're still going to get through it and it's going to be great. Hey, this is our video series that helps keep us connected as we're going through the summer of 2022. We're having a great time worshiping together on Sunday mornings. And then during the week, we get together with our small groups or our community groups, and we just spend time going through life together, talking about how God is working in our life and the things that are happening and the things that are going well and the things that are not, praying for one another, helping one another. So these special times during the week, we're going to be doing in these smaller groups. And so we put out this video so that we can all stay connected and informed about the things that are going on, and that I can give you something specific that I want you to kind of think through and talk about while you're together. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So yesterday, I had so much fun at the service yesterday because I'm filming this on Monday. But it was our Father's Day service, which was great. And thank you for all the Father's Day wishes. But it also just to be able to celebrate Juneteenth in our church service and talk about that and think about the idea of freedom and sometimes not knowing that you're free, but choosing to, with Jesus, we want to walk into that freedom. But then at the same time, really being able to honor and celebrate the things that happen in our nation's history that move us more towards the kind of society that we want to live in. And these things that we can mark and that we can celebrate in our nation, I think are good. So when we talk about July 4th being the birth of the nation, that's awesome. But then to be able to celebrate the progress that happened in the nation as the enslaved people were freed and becoming aware that they were freed. And to see the freedom in our country becoming more and more real, more and more tangible, and closer to being more and more what was planned from the beginning, or at least what was said was planned from the beginning for our nation. But definitely how God views things, right? He's created all of us to be equal. He loves all of us in this great way, and he put us together then in his kingdom, which is exactly that's where we really want to be putting our energy, is to creating this kingdom that God has put us in. And so I was really excited about that discussion and being able to do that yesterday. So thank you to everybody who participated in it and gave some great feedback about it. And thanks, James Waddy, for sharing your life, your convictions, your perspective with us as well. I appreciated that. So as we're heading, though, into the rest of the summer, we're going to be starting a series on the book of Daniel. And I'm excited about digging into this in the book of Daniel because as we're talking about believing, the bigger picture for the year, we're talking about belonging, believing, and becoming. To belong, to believe, to become. And so for the first part of the year, we talked about belonging to God. Now for the second part of the year, we're talking about believing. And so we've talked about the things that can make it difficult for us to believe at times. And then for the last part of the year, the last trimester, we're going to be talking about becoming and really becoming more like Jesus. But as we finish out some of these thoughts on belief and believing over these next couple of months, we're going to do it going through the book of Daniel and looking at, there's some great stories in there that show us what, just the power of belief, even in the face of just the culture around you who doesn't believe, people around you who are challenging you and persecuting you because of your beliefs. And so I think there's going to be some great lessons that we're going to learn from the book of Daniel. So we'll be starting that this coming Sunday, which is, I think, going to be really exciting. But I wanted to remind you also about a couple things coming up. As we're getting our children's ministry for Sundays really up and running and the way that we're reaching out to our community through it, we still need help and volunteers for our Vacation Bible School. So if you could please click on the link and sign up for that, we would be really grateful. It's just 3 nights. It's a Wednesday night, Thursday night, and Friday night. That's all we need. I just need help Wednesday night, Thursday night, and Friday night, July 20th through the 22nd. So if you could do that, that would be great. That was my dog's contribution to the video. And then also towards the end of July, we have a great opportunity to help serve the Orange County Rescue Mission. They have a Christmas in July event. And so this is great. I know that some of you have done this before, but we really want our entire South Orange County Church to come out and support, and celebrate, and help in any way possible. So please look at the Weekly Wave and check out the details on that so that you can put it on your calendar. And if you're not out of town on vacation, that you could be there and help with that. We need some people still to help with some of the booths and make all of that work. So if you could check that out, I think that would be great. I do want us to become more and more known for our heart for helping others and serving our community. And so many of you are so great at that. But I want us to do that more and more as a church. And so if we could look at that Christmas in July, that would be awesome. I would appreciate that. And then mark on your calendars our Sukkot family camp. We really want everybody to come to this. It's going to be awesome. If you have questions like, I don't like camping, or what kind of camping is it? Or do you have to be in a tent? Or do I have to sleep with other people? All those kind of questions. I would love to answer all of those. And maybe I'll make a special video for that at some time later. But we're going to have a great time at that camp, and I'm really looking forward to it. So please make plans to come to that. And like I said, I keep saying registration is opening soon. It is. It's opening soon. So I gotta wrap all of that up and get that done this week. So those are kind of the things that I wanted you to be aware of and thinking about as we head into the summer. So I know the summer's a great time, and so many of you are traveling already, and you're in beautiful places, and you're seeing great things, or you're planning to go out of town, and you're going to do awesome stuff. It's wonderful. God has blessed us so much. And so let's not let that blessing be in vain, but let's use everything that God has given us and the blessings he's given us to really bless other people. So what I would like for you to do in your groups this week, in your small groups this week as we get together, is actually get a head start on the book of Daniel. I'm going to be getting into some of the history and some of the cool things about the way that the book was written on Sunday. But for tonight, or whenever it is that you're watching this video this week, what I would like for you to do is just read chapter 1 of Daniel. Maybe even read it together as a group. If you're watching this video together as a group, then just when it's done, pull out your Bibles, read through chapter 1 together. Go slow. You don't have to rush through it. Stop, write down questions, write down things that come to your mind. And really think about, what is God saying to you through chapter 1 of Daniel? What is he trying to communicate? What are some lessons that you can learn? What are some questions that it brings up about how things happened or why things happened? Where do you see God moving, and how do you see the Spirit kind of setting things up, and why? So take some time and just talk through chapter 1 with your group. And let's see what God does as we start to kind of immerse ourselves in this book. And so we'll at least start with chapter 1 and see what God has to say for us, or say to us through that. And I think that's going to be a great place for us to start as we start talking about Daniel and the idea of belief and the idea of believing when you are in Babylon. And so I look forward to some great discussion about it, and I hope that you guys have an incredible week, and I will see you on Sunday, June 26th. Just a reminder that the following Sunday is going to be our Salt Sunday. So we will be in small groups or community groups on that Sunday, having services on July the 3rd. So go ahead and get that all set up and planned out now. All right, my friends, I hope you have a great week. Love you guys.